Hi, I'm Josanne Wright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck Picture Book, an educational program. And as I said, it was about a month ago, I said that I'm going to come back and start doing my blogs again. It's been a really incredible year, including this last couple of, life. What can I say? That it intervenes and our best efforts are sometimes subverted. But I have not stopped reading the articles that I've found truly interesting, and one of which I said that I was going to start commenting on was an Edweek article, and I have it up here. It's called "The Six Roadblocks to Teaching SEL." It's from interviewing teachers throughout the country, and I said, okay, I'm going to start dissecting each of these six roadblocks so that we can have a discussion about how teachers can possibly diffuse the things that they see as roadblocks and teach SEL, social emotional learning, because the children truly need it. My reason for writing the Happy Little Garbage Truck was to create, I always get the wrong sentence, was to create a way to improve uh, the self-esteem of one of my students. And as you know, the story, some of you, that I was telling my mother, I said, how do you teach anything to a child who really is only interested in garbage trucks? And she says, well, write a story about a garbage truck. My mom was like an incredible, thoughtful, creative person. And I did this picture with her after I had shoulder surgery and she came to take care of me. I was like, Mom, I can take care of myself. She says, no, I'm coming there to help you because you won't be able to do things that you normally do. And so she came and she actually saw my class and she understood the types of things that we were trying to accomplish with my classroom of children who were on the autism spectrum. And this one little guy who loved garbage trucks totally connected to the story that my mom and I wrote. She came up with the theme and the concept. It's a little garbage truck that lives in a small town, small everything, small school. And one day the large garbage trucks come in. So it was like showing that the self esteem of this little garbage truck was supported by the companionship and friendship of the garbage truck, had the friendly garbage truck guy. And as you can read in the story, it's a friendship that started based on this little garbage truck doing his best. And it was validated by the friendly man who saw him in his prime, doing his best job. So it's a happy story, has a happy ending. But this little guy really connected with the story, and we started building concepts based on, well, what would the little garbage truck do, and what did he do really well, and then what do you do really well, and what do you like doing? So this whole story scenario built itself up into a program. However, I was going through the Edweek article preparing for this particular blog, and I found that one person had commented. He says, "Why should teachers even, the six roadblocks to teaching SEL? Why should teachers even try to teach it?" He says in this time. Some of his arguments, valid, very valid, were that the best lessons that a child can learn is through real interactions. And he said, not lessons, not in a book, not work papers, worksheets, and everything. And then he also said that smartphones have brought up the reason why SEL was seen as necessary because children weren't interacting with each other as much. They're on their iPods and their laptops and their Chromebooks, and schools basically are promoting that kind of educational um, program. But he said that less screen time, and I truly appreciated this gentleman's opinion. But what we're going to do is look through the six roadblocks and see if we can help teachers and help ourselves as teachers find ways that we can communicate with children in a way so that it's a fun and engaging way. It's not just worksheets, because that I totally don't agree with either. What child would like to come in and just work on a worksheet? So you have to engage the child. It has to be fun, and it has to be a decisive, specific structure to the work to get the child engaged. So let me know what your thoughts and comments are. Please like, please share. Let me know, do you think that less screen time, or can social emotional school skills be taught in an active and engaging way? So we'll talk next time. And thank you so much for subscribing and sharing. And we'll see you hopefully next week. Bye bye.